Hi everyone, Woods of Odin here, take two. Let's see if I ramble a little bit less and don't go over my time for this. Like many other YouTubers out there, I'm going to waste my time. I'm going to give advice to TFL, True Force Loneliness. If you guys want to listen and take my advice, try it out. Great, hope it works for you. If you don't, great, but whatever you're doing now, I really don't think it's working for you. Otherwise, you'd be a lot happier. My advice to you is become self-absorbed. Now, many of you are at your keyboards now saying, but they are self-absorbed. They personalize everything. If they're ignored by a woman, they're like, it's the new world order. They're all against me. No, they're absorbed in everybody, and I mean to the point of literally being absorbed in what the rest of the world is doing. Literally everybody, because they're all into this new world order stuff. Yes, they personalize everything, but that's because they are so absorbed in what other people think about them, not absorbed in themselves. And people will say, well, if they're self-absorbed, that just means that when they do get into a relationship, they're going to be jackasses. Well, no, not necessarily. You understand. Being a jackass is a real good way to end a relationship. So if you want to keep and maintain a particular relationship, you're not going to be a jackass. So, in fact, that's one thing a lot of people immediately misunderstand about left-hand paths in Magic. You're If you're smart, you're not going to be a complete jackass to people. You're not going to live by compulsion. Well, I'm angry. I want to throw shit. You're going to be like, I'm angry. Okay, so how do I deal with the situation? Okay, hey, you really shouldn't have done that. Or hey, did you know what you were doing? You've made a complete mess. You made a mistake. Let me show you where you went wrong, and let me show you how to do this right so you don't make a mess, or whatever the situation is. I mean, but it's not at all selfish just to be a jerk to people, unless you want the results of just being a jerk to people, in which case, have at it. Like if you're an internet troll and you just want to, get a rise out of people, sure, be a jerk. Yeah, that'll get you the results that you want. Okay, let me tell you about being self-absorbed. Um, Stop playing the victim. Stop worrying about other people, and this is going to take some time. And do what you want to do. Pursue the interests you want to pursue. And excuse me, see, I have cat hair all over me because I need to brush my cat. So it's like I'll just find these new hairs that are itching. Yeah. Anyway, do what you want to do, pursue what you want to pursue, and it will take some time because it will take some retraining of your brain. And I'm not saying become completely unempathetic. Again, that will not suit your purposes. So ultimately that wouldn't be very selfish of you. But live on your own terms. And if and when you should find a relationship, do it on your own terms. Because otherwise you're going to be miserable. You're going to either repress parts of yourself, and there's a lot of repression in this culture, or you are going to pretend to be something you're not to, quote, get someone to like you. Well, if that's the case, it's not really you that they like, is it? So, be selfish. And hopefully you will find somebody else who is selfish. And I would say be lustful. That doesn't mean live by compulsion, because if you do that, then Well, I mean, if you want to have, say, a one-night stand, that's great, but understand the consequences of it. And if you still want to do it, do it. Just do it honestly. And if you don't want that, don't do it. Again, it means, thinking through things and thinking forward a little. Do I want to indulge in this now? Or do I want to indulge in it later with a person who I trust? I would make the decision to indulge in sex later. You're a different person. You may make a different choice and render different consequences and live a different life. That's okay. We're different people. If it's between consenting adults, it's not my business. And frankly, I'm too self-absorbed to want to walk around telling other people what to do. Especially with their own damn bodies. Thank you very much. I have my body to worry about. Thank you very much. And right now, somebody else's body. Yeah. And listen, I'm 31. I've never been married. And yet I have more relationship success than you guys. Right now I am smitten. What's that say about you guys? What you're doing isn't working. So, perhaps you want to try being self-absorbed, being selfish, living for the self. Okay, I'm gonna hang out so YouTube doesn't cut me off. And I really, really, really hope you guys do find something that is working for you. Because what you're doing ain't working. Do.